You're gonna charge $50 for a haircut that only lasts a week. Okay. How are you gonna spend $50 on some sippy sip at the bar to feel a little loopy, wake up the next morning with a headache? How are you gonna spend $50 on a steak that you eat and it's gone in 5 minutes? How do you spend $50 to go watch a movie that's done in 2.5 hours? What we talking about? Why y'all acting like haircuts aren't important? People be acting like their haircuts don't matter. Bro, go shave your head bald then. You can't have it both ways. You can't say haircuts aren't worth what they're worth, that they're not important. Go walk outside with a jacked up haircut if hair don't matter, bro. People would say it's just hair, it's only a haircut. Is it really? Because if I'm not mistaken, every year for school pictures, you getting a haircut. Every year for the first day of school, you getting a haircut. Every time you graduate, you're getting a haircut. Every time you go out on a first date, you're getting a haircut. You got a job interview, what you doing? You getting a haircut. You break up with your girl, you get a divorce, first thing you doing, getting a haircut. New me, we back.
Hey, he does have a point. Now, we're going to get into some opposing sides as to why haircuts shouldn't cost this much, and let me know your opinion on it in the comment section and chat as well. But here's the thing. Like I stated earlier, business is business. If you don't like somebody's prices, you don't have to shop there. If you are okay with it and it's equivalent to the value that you're giving them and they're giving you value, a transformation, confidence, okay, by giving you a haircut, then pay the fee. It is what it is. But here's the thing. I stopped getting a haircut about 6 to 7 years ago. And you know why? I learned how to cut my own hair. Y'all got a problem with the barbershop prices? Go on YouTube University. You already up here and learn how to cut your own hair. Yes, you might jack it up. But that's the cost of learning how to cut your own hair. Yes, I jacked up my hair years ago when I said, I'm going to be my own barber. Why? Because it was COVID. And it was literally me without a 9-to-5, without income, and I had to figure out a way. Like, bro, getting a haircut is a luxury too. I don't care what you say. Getting a haircut is a luxury. You're sitting in a chair, getting a transformation, helping you feel confident so you can go out into the real world and look yourself in the mirror and be proud of yourself. It's a luxury. You can cut your own hair for the free. I use the same, and I know it's not the best, but I use the same razors I bought like 6 years ago. Clean them, oil them. It was like $35. I get a haircut every single week. I'm saving myself $120 a month. And last time I checked, $120 a month times 12 months is $1,440 back in my pocket. I digress.
They need a whole refund. A whole, you call these haircuts? These aren't fucking haircuts. Yeah. That ain't no fucking blend. You didn't even blend this out all the way. How is this dramatic? What's up? No, they need their money back. This is a steal. She was already telling them off and they didn't.
This is why you don't give discounts to people. This is exactly what the business owners get. And I'm just telling you, I'm not saying, like pointing the finger. I'm just saying, like, you get people like this who are nitpicky off of $15 haircuts. When you got people paying $50 for haircuts, he's unsatisfied with a $15 haircut. Like, I don't know if they did a good job or not. I'm betting on the side that they did do a decent job because I can see the haircut. I can see the hair that was cut. But it's all opinionated, right? You can pay $50 for a haircut and not like it. I've been to the barber, paid him a tip, looked in the mirror and be like, damn, I could have done better. You feel me? So discounting your prices to make cheap people happy, you're never going to win in this scenario. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
I think it's crazy to complain that another man charges too much for anything. I'll never look at another man like that's the most hated shit ever. To look at another man and be like, you make too much. Or you charge too much. Like, when was that ever okay to do?
The thing is, when it comes to a lot of you barbers, y'all be charging prices and y'all cutting skills don't add up to your prices. My barber charges $50. He charged me $60 when he cut after 5 o'clock, which is cool because sometimes he get me in there, it be 8:30 at night. Hey, swing by the shop at 8:30, I'll cut you up. but his skills match. He should be charging more, right? But it'll be a lot of y'all that be trying to charge $75, $80, $100 for a haircut, and y'all don't know how to line up without drawing somebody's line on their head with the pencil. Y'all need enhancements to make y'all haircut good. A lot of y'all charging people because y'all think y'all them celebrity barbers on the internet, and they charge too much too. They be out here charging football players $500 for the same fucking haircut I got for $50.
So I do partially agree with what he's saying. There's a lot of barber inflation going on just because people post on social media when they do their haircuts, and it gives them a little bit more clout in their own head, and it makes them think that they can charge more because they're on social media. But then there's the other part that's actually servicing. As he stated, his barber cuts his hair around between 6 and 8 o'clock. Bro, you know the shop is closed between that time. So in order for you to get a haircut, that's an inconvenience to the barber. And he said it himself. The cut is worth it. But what he's not accounting for is the sacrifice or the investment that the barber has to make to trade more of his time after hours in order to cut his hair. So it's not always about like, oh, bro, you get the same haircut as me and you have to have enhancements. I could give a damn about enhancements, bro. It's all about one thing, exclusivity. Okay, and access. It's the reason why you go to DoorDash and pay $5 more for the same burger you can get $5 less if you just drive a mile up the road. It's called convenience. Okay, but I don't want to get too biased on this scenario because the last 3 videos have been on the barber's side. But wait till you watch this.
Look, I just want to know, did I get swindled and did he pull a fast one on me? So look, I told him the haircut was 60, right? Mm-hmm. He pulled out a 20. He was like, you got change for a 20. I'm like, yeah. I pull out 2 10s. He pull out 80. And he give me the whole 80, right? And then he takes the 10 and the 20 back. And he say, here, you keep this.
I'm going to stop right here. Brother, you got swindled. You got bamboozled, okay? He gave you 80. You charged 60. He kept the 10. Bro, you got bamboozled out of 10. And he told you, you can keep it. You can keep what? You owe me $10, G. It ain't a trick question. What? And what grown man is going to allow another grown man to take money out his hand? Bruh, nah, we got a problem, bro. We got a problem.
And in my head, I'm like, so if I gave him $30, so this 10 is mine. So if I gave him $20 and a 10, so he took the 20 back. I was supposed to keep the
No, bro. He gave you 60. No, he gave you 80. You charged him 60. You gave him change and he took a 10. Doesn't add up. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. This guy had me cracking up. I had to share it with y'all.
Supercuts is charging up to $50 now for a haircut, wash, and blow dry. Supercuts, the budget-friendly family universal salon across the United States, is charging $50 for a haircut, wash, and blow dry. $50 at Supercuts. Ulta is starting their haircuts and blow dries at like $57, depending on your stylist. Those are supposed to be family-friendly budget prices. Everybody else's haircuts are supposed to be more expensive than that.
Y'all got to learn how to cut your own hair or make more money, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't. Like, I understand the price has gone up, but the price of everything has gone up ever since it's not gone up. Like, you're not going to keep living life and then expect the same prices as when you were 10 years younger. That's just my thought. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
So teenage boy haircuts and men haircuts should not be the same price. So
why not if they're the same amount of work? The head doesn't shrink. You're doing the same amount of work on a teenage boy that you would do on a grown man. And I'd even argue that on a kid, like a 5-year-old kid, I think their haircut should be more expensive, considering that they're a moving target. They're gonna try to run, they're gonna cry, they're gonna try to grab the clippers. I think if anything, it should cost more for a kid. Teenage boy, you're getting charged the same price as a man. And I'm not sure why y'all like to come online and complain about barbers' prices. There are barbers who charge less for teens. Go to one of them. Stop trying to get the other barbers who don't to change their prices. What?
Hey, he does have a point. Now, I'm not sure if I agree with the kids should be more expensive than the adults and the kids should be the same price as the adults just because the kids move. He said the head doesn't shrink, but like the kid's head is smaller than the adult's head. You know, it's kind of like how you go to a restaurant and it's like a kid's meal. They're not going to charge the same price for the kid as in the adult because obviously they give more food. You know what I mean? And a kid has a smaller stomach. That's just how I feel. But hey, his business, his clients. I ain't complaining. I don't go to him. I don't need him to cut my hair. That's what I'm trying to preach here with y'all. Right? It's not the fact that these people or businesses should be charging a premium price for everything, but it's more so of the fact of if you want to have your own freedom, your own control off of how much you're paying someone or something, then learn how to do it yourself or pay somebody to do it the way you want to do it at your own price. It just might cost you taking more time to find out somebody who actually does it at a cheaper price and does it the way you like it. Me, I don't value being cheap unless it's under certain circumstances, right? I like premium products and premium services. Okay, so like we're talking about like cheap haircuts, right? But one of the things that I hate is cheap food like McDonald's or Burger King. Now, sometimes I crave eating a burger from McDonald's or Burger King, but I hate pulling up to the window and they be like, hold on 1 minute. Bro, I hate that, bro. It makes me not want to support the business at all, bro. But I understand that my ass is hungry. And this is one of the closest, like, I live in the middle of nowhere kind of right now, bro. I'm just like, you know, when I get up out of here, bro, I'm never going to McDonald's again. I'm never looking for a cheap way to buy food again because I hate the service, bro. I hate it, man. I don't want to get off topic, but yeah, that's just how I feel. Let me know how you feel.
So, back in 2016, I used to charge $20 for a haircut, just like a lot of other barbers. But let me tell you why that price doesn't exist anymore. Everything has went up in this country. That's called inflation, right? That $20 from 2016 is not $20 today. Your money just ain't hitting the same. It's lost its value. So, us barbers are feeling the same pressure. Booth rent went up, suite rent went up, our tools and supplies went up. Hell, the neck strips, even the razors ain't the same price. Even life outside of the shop has went up. Gas, groceries, daycare, all of our expenses. And when the cost to live and the cost to cut goes up, we have to go up. And that's not greed, that's survival. That's just how business works. So you can't expect the barber to charge 2016 prices in 2025's economy, right? Nobody lives like that. In fact, us barbers have kept our prices the same longer than most industries. See, at one point there was a 20-year gap of barbers keeping their prices the same. I remember being 14, haircuts was $10. When I became a barber at 23, haircuts was still $10. So when you see your barber charging more today, just know that that's not greed, that's not ego, that's tool.
Some of it actually is ego, especially with these Instagram barbers and whatnot. But what I will say is the cost of running a business, if expenses go up, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the price is going to go up. It's more expensive to live everywhere else, right? It just is what it is.
Barbers are crying right now, man, because business is starting to slow down, man. The internet and TikTok got a lot of these barbers thinking, bro, that they could really charge, bro, $50, bro, $60, $100 a head. Yeah, man, that's what TikTok did, man, to the barbers, bro. Had these people thinking, man, that they were something outside of a freaking barber, man. Don't we remember who y'all were? We remember who y'all were, bro. We remember that the reason y'all became barbers, man, is because y'all ain't go to college, probably dropped out of high school. Yeah, that's who y'all were, man. Y'all didn't get an education, man, so y'all decided, man, to cut hair for a living, bro. And TikTok got in your head, and now y'all thinking, nah, $100 a head, this is different. No. They're barbers. They cut hair. What I do is different. No, it's not. You dropped out of high school, bro. You didn't go to college. You don't got an education, bro. You don't got a PhD in barbery. And you know what?
I think that's kind of cold, though, man. I ain't gonna judge somebody just because they don't have a college degree. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of people go to college and don't need to go to college because of the way the economy is set up, and the demand for certain degrees just aren't what they are anymore. Unless you're a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, possibly computer science, but really not anymore. You got AI now. But nevertheless, regardless of why they're a barber or not, we're not judging them for that. We're looking at the aspect of what value they give in the marketplace. And for most of y'all who don't have the confidence to cut your own hair and spend your own time and go out knowing that you cut your own hair, to take their own risk is worth the cost, isn't it? I mean, if it wasn't, then why haven't you cut your own hair? Guess that's the question of the day. Just straight logic. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next clip. I'm out. Let's get it.